children died. That's on your hands. That's on your hands. Ted Cruz, that's on your hands.
So that was exhumed Confederate soldier Ted Cruz being confronted at a sushi restaurant in Houston following his speech at the NRA convention, where he swore that gun control was only an elitist issue, and like he, graduate of Princeton and Harvard, not an elitist. So the man approaching him was named Benjamin Hernandez, who actually ran for Congress back in 2018 in Texas. And if you didn't catch what he said, why did you speak tonight? Why did you come here to this convention to take blood money? And when 19 children died, that is on your hands. And what did Ted Cruz do? God bless. God bless. Just imagine saying God bless. Like, the shame he must feel. What do you think about this? Just like that. Was there a different way to handle it for Ted?
No, I mean, there is no more spineless, gutless, fraudulent politician in America, I don't think. And the contempt for Ted Cruz extends both in the Republican and Democratic Party. Everybody agrees that he's a little weasel, and you wouldn't expect any other response from a clown like Ted Cruz. But I'm heartened by the fact that this dude could have his nice little meal interrupted with a public outburst. Like this isn't, he isn't just some celebrity or famous person saying what they think or how they feel about an issue. This guy is one of 100 senators in the US Senate. Like, this guy's a really powerful person. And these people need to be held to account somehow, even if it is, as feeble as having his dinner interrupted.
Absolutely, and I just wanted to remind you of what kind of a weasel he is. Let's watch a little bit of Ted Cruz this weekend at the NRA convention.
Looking at broken families, absent fathers, declining church attendance, social media bullying, violent online content, desensitizing the act of murder in video games, chronic isolation. Prescription drug and opioid abuse and their collective effects on the psyche of young Americans is both complicated and multifaceted. It's a lot easier to moralize about guns and to shriek about those you disagree with politically. But it's never been about guns.
Is it easier to moralize about guns? Why do we have no gun control if it's easier? So there you have Ted Cruz, NRA convention, the exact same week that the Uvalde massacre took place, to say nothing of the other mass shootings that have happened since that horrendous elementary school massacre. Just a litany, absent fathers, unheated swimming pools, unwashed gym socks, like, do you know what I mean? Like premenstrual cramps, like whatever, like I don't know, blame literally anything but guns, and it's incredible. And can we just make sure we skip down? This is from Open Secrets, graphic 4. Guys, remember, Ted Cruz is the top recipient of political contributions from gun rights interests, drawing $749,000 over his career, almost $1 million. Gun rights interests have also poured money into outside spending, boosting Cruz. So that's just 750 is just a fraction of the more than $154,000 gun rights interests spent boosting Cruz since he was elected in Congress in 2012. About $122,000 was bankrolled by the NRA. So they're getting their money's worth. I mean, you think he's taken a fee for that speaking engagement, was?
Yeah, I would imagine Ted Cruz doesn't get out of bed for less than about 150K. So I'm pretty sure he's getting paid very handsomely. And like you said, he did hit the sort of bingo card of excuses, right? Call of Duty, lack of fathers, this, that, and the third. But and again, like with many of the things that these hucksters like to peddle, there's always like a kernel of truth, of course. And we mentioned early in the show, like there is a mental health capacity. People feel disillusioned. People are isolated more and more in their lives and in society. People feel rudderless. People feel aimless. That's true. That's absolutely true. But again, I don't see how the answer to that is flood them with guns. I just don't understand that as an answer, and I don't understand the idea that Call of Duty or Halo is making it so that people want to go into middle schools, elementary schools, and kill little kids. That's ridiculous to me.
Right, and I guess the latest thing is we have to ban pornography, according to JD Vance. And we always bring this up, but like, why does it matter? Since Republicans don't believe there are other countries in the world unless we're invading them for oil. But China is just as much of a video game country as we are. Japan, also a video game country. Also, actually, China and the United States in terms of pornography consumption are like top 1 and 2. And there's like massive depression in places like Japan. I've done stories about like how Japanese youth are like insanely alienated from one another. Nobody's dating, nobody's having kids. Everyone feels just like really, really, really terrible about the future. This is not a good thing. But you add guns to the mix, and then you can get a mass shooting and gun violence. But anyway, let's go back to what actually happened. So Ted Cruz stuffing his gullet full of sashimi, right? Just seagull style, straight up gulleting all his food. A gentleman walks over to him. This is Benjamin Hernandez. Let's watch the initial interaction, because it seems like Hernandez was able to get Ted Cruz up because he was like, hey, I'm a fan. Take a look.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Go. We're good. Yeah, we got it.
I would encourage you. I gave about a half-hour speech today in the NRA committee.
What about background? Background. Can we do background?
Sir?
Is it so hard?
All right, you don't want to listen to me?
But is that so hard? No, I do.
No, you actually don't.
Go. I'll listen.
So, if you look at the laws, the Democrats are going to, they want to stop these mass murders.
Do you know this shooter waited until the day he was 18? Why is it so hard to support stronger gun laws? It is harder when there are more guns to stop gun violence.
Ignorance and hatred.
It is not ignorance. Why? Hey.
Okay, he's just talking.
Why did this keep happening? Tell me why in his face. And why did you come here to the convention?
You need to back up. You need
take
to
money?
back up. You need to back
Why?
up.
When 19 children died,
You need to back
19
up.
children died. It's on your hands. That is on your hands.
There we go. That is how the altercation began. I just want to read from an interview that Benjamin Hernandez, that gentleman, gave to Insider. He says, as a constituent, he refuses to allow us to engage him in open public forums. So this is one way we can reach him. I've never done anything like this. In that moment, I'm like, I have to do this because there are people that are really suffering. And if it takes Ted Cruz, making Ted Cruz uncomfortable while he's having dinner, I mean, that's just the price of it. And this kind of hit me as someone gestating life. He writes, I'm a new father, I have a child, this hits different. Like, I just wanna know, what are you doing as a senator? And what things can you support? Hernandez said, noting that he was frustrated when Cruz lambasted Democrats and the media in his responses. I'm like, can you just answer the question? Like, where do you stand? What do you bring to the table? And this goes to, I think, what Waz was saying earlier. You're one of 100 senators who are preventing gun control or any legislation from passing. We know the outsized role of the Senate. We know the outsized role of Republicans in the Senate because of how that breaks down in terms of representing actual people, right? And so, yeah, man, you shouldn't be able to go have a quiet sushi dinner. But of course, we're gonna, this is gonna be headlines on Fox News. How dare they? Oh, they're coming for us. They're trying to cancel us at our meals. No, we're not. trying to hold you accountable because you only go to safe spaces. And to prove that they're safe spaces, physically safe spaces, the NRA does not allow and did not allow firearms inside their own convention. The gun convention didn't allow guns inside the convention. Huh. What do you know? So anyway, are we gonna see more of this, Waz?
I mean, I would hope so. For just, again, I think these guys have basically little to no accountability to their constituents, and we see, a lot of times voting rights and stuff like that gets put up as anti-democratic stuff, and we talk about how we need to save the democracy. The bottom line is Ted Cruz isn't accountable to his constituents as he is to his donors. And that's undemocratic, quite frankly. Like these few rich people who have an outsized say in how things go, that is anti-democratic. Like that's straight up not how our democracy should work, but that's how it goes in the corrupt system that we currently have.
Absolutely. Pull that contract, Biden. What are you gonna do about it? You think this is the same day Mitch McConnell said that, Joe Biden, Freudian slip, said that Mitch McConnell was a rational person. This dude stole how many Supreme Court seats from Obama? He's rational. We love to lose on this. And I just wanna say, guys, if you know of a big GOP convention happening in your town, what's the most expensive restaurant you got in your city? Maybe you could see if there's reservations. Maybe you could see who's dining there, because guaranteed you're gonna have Ted Cruz, the non-elitist elitist, again, stuffing his gullet with sashimi.